Hey guys, Comic Book Lowdown here with a very sleepy contest entries and just off the dome video. Um, Almost 1 a.m. here. I have to be up early, but I figured that this would be the best time for me to do this video, and I'm going to try to kill, two birds with one stone. You could say I'm like Randy Johnson. I'm gonna try to kill two birds with one stone in this video, and knock out two contest entries in the same video, so I'm not recording two videos. But so yeah, the contest entries I'm going to be entering in this video is for montesmayhem and WhiteJamesBrandon. Because I'm doing two contest entries in this video, I'm going to put timestamps in the description for when I start each entry, so Monty can watch my answers for his contest, and Brandon can watch my answers for his contest, and they don't have to watch any more of the video if they don't want. So check the timestamps for that. Not many questions in either of the contests, so this should go pretty quick. And also I have a little bit of an off the dome segment from a question that 87 Boba Fett posed in his latest video, which I want to get to after this. But first I'm just going to start out with montesmayhem, his contest entry, and congrats to him on his subs. A lot of props, and his channel is a channel that I feel also doesn't get much appreciation. He's doing very well for himself right now, so I'm happy for him, and he's just a great guy to talk to. And the question he posed to us, it's only one question, is what was our favorite cartoon growing up? And me, I watched a lot of cartoons when growing up, and so picking one, or at least just going through all the cartoons in my head was difficult, and I was thinking about going a more comic book cartoon route. I was thinking about talking about the animated Spider-Man series, or Spider-Man the Animated Series, but I decided that the cartoon I like the most, that I have the best story about, is Dragon Ball Z. When I was growing up, me and my middle brother, I have two older brothers, and the middle one of us, me and him, we would watch Dragon Ball Z every week, every new episode. We'd know the time, we'd set ourselves up to watch Dragon Ball Z because it was our favorite show, and we watched every season of that together. So it was definitely great moments between me and my brother growing up, and just it was an awesome show. So really, that's the show that I have to go with as my my favorite childhood TV cartoon. Now moving on to WhiteJamesBrandon's contest. He just hit 100 subscribers, so again, congrats to him as well for hitting that milestone, and more to you. You also put up great videos. I try to keep up with all your videos. He also hooks, he hooks a lot of us up with digital codes when he just gives them out. So he's a great guy for doing that, and I admit to taking a bunch of those digital codes from him. But he has two questions for us, and fairly simple questions to be asked, but not so simple to be answered. He says, or he asks, what character do we want, or would we like to see utilized more? And I would have said maybe Ghost Rider or something, but he hasn't been utilized in a while, so I went with the better choice, in my opinion, would be Moon Knight. He was featured in Age of Ultron for about 2 issues. It was disappointing that they didn't use him more, even though they had set it up like he was going to be used. And I want to see Mark Spector in the Marvel Now, but he's just a great character, very underrated. A lot of people take to calling him Marvel's Batman, and rightfully so. He's definitely that kind of character. I would say he's Marvel's Batman mixed with Deadpool, but not the joking funniness of, or the comedy aspect of Deadpool, but just the multiple personalities in his head, and that part of Deadpool is what I would say, and then add the Batman aspect to it, and that's what you get in Moon Knight. So I definitely would like to see Moon Knight utilized more in comics right now. And a character I'd like to see less of, even though I love this character, and this is probably going to be the answer for most people, what I'm guessing, and it's Wolverine. Love the character, but he's just in way too many books, and none of the books, from my knowledge, I think Wolverine and Max might be doing this, but I actually haven't read it. From what I've read, none of the books are actually putting Wolverine on his own, sort of the kind of Chris Claremont type book, and that's really what I want to read in a Wolverine book. I think Wolverine Max might be doing that, but it will be the only book doing that, and being a Max book, it doesn't get very much publicity, so, or advertisement, I should say. So, I'm not too sure on that title, but I mean, there's you have Wolverine Max, Savage Wolverine, the Wolverine solo title, Wolverine and the X-Men. He's featured in Uncanny Avengers, I think, All New X-Men. I mean, that's 7 books that I named off right there, so it's possible to get Wolverine out, and the references to Wolverine in a bunch of books as well, and I mean, he's in Scarlet Spider right now. He's everywhere. He's Marvel's go-to character, I would say. But Wolverine, definitely the character I'd like to see less of, even though I very much enjoy his character. There's a lot of other characters in Marvel. We can use them. So, character I want to see, Moon Knight. Character I'd like to see less, Wolverine. And that's it for the contest. Moving on quickly to question posed by 87 Boba Fett, who has a great channel that I believe deserves a lot more subscribers than he has. I'm guessing fairly new to the community. I've recently discovered him in the community, but he's kind of new, I'm guessing. But anyways, the question that he asks is I lost my train of the question that he asks is, will online shopping and online shops in general hurt comic book shops, local comic book shops in our communities? And from my experience, I would say no, so long as the comic book shops are competing with the deals that the online shops, such as an Amazon, will give you. If your local comic book shop is not, if they're selling your books to you full price, they don't give you any kind of discount or deal or anything like that, people will more than likely go to these online shops and make their purchases there. And also, if you don't have a large selection of back issues or something like that, some kind of deals that can be made. For example, I have 3 comic book shops in my area. One of them I'm pretty sure I've been to only twice and a while ago, so I'm not sure if they've changed, but the times that I've been to, they sell everything straight up, full price, everything, you know, cover price on everything, you pay what it says. And for that reason, I've only gone 2 times. There's another, and then the other 2 shops I alternate. One shop I frequent for my new releases and things of that nature, and they give me a 15% discount on my new arrivals, and they give everybody a 25% discount every day on trades and toys and statues. So, you know, you always get a discount every day no matter what on your books in my shop that I frequent the most. And the second shop has a very large selection of back issues, and you get buy 2 get 1 free for equal or lesser value on back issues. So that's where I frequent to get my my Moon Knight back issues, and when I do my Deathstroke back issues. So I would say to your question that local comic book shops will not be extremely hurt. Granted, there will be fluctuating sales as you would get in most businesses, but I would say the most part, online shops wouldn't be the thing to hurt local shops, because people do want that experience of going into the shop. They do want to interact with the shop owner, and they want to ask questions, and they want to make their purchase so they can see it, or at least that's what I believe. I also believe that if a person isn't open, if they don't have that initial experience with going to a comic book shop, they're less likely to even partake in reading comic books. So that's where I think that the comic book shop has another upper hand, if you will. But that's just my take. Online shops such as Amazon and things of that nature, I don't think they're gonna hurt comic book shops too greatly. Definitely fluctuating in sales. So long as the comic book shop can compete, giving their customer discounts, doing maybe some kind of event, doing buy 2 get 1 free back issues, things of that nature, 25% discount, whatever. So long as the comic book shop appreciates the customer and doesn't, sell them cover price, because if you're selling them cover price, they might as well just go to a Barnes & Noble or a Books A Million and get their books, because that's what you get there. And if you're going to a comic book shop, you're kind of in your safe haven. You're in that place where everybody shares the same hobby as you do, and so you want to feel like you matter to the owners, to everybody else in the shop. So giving the customer that discount, that show of appreciation for coming to my shop and shopping here, that will save the comic book shops from online shopping and the regular book retailers as well, which was not something that you asked about, but something that I came up with in my head. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching if you made it to the end. And yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go to sleep now. Gotta wake up early again, like I've said before, and see you guys soon.